right, good morning. Welcome to Table Talk. I am Sandy. We have Anna and Shelly with us this morning. So we are glad to have you join us. We're just going to dive right in today. So Anna, show us what you've been working on. Anna's been busy. She's had some retreats and
was gone for a week, sewing like crazy. I only bought 2 because they're applicable to the store. You guys can get those. So I don't want to tempt you with the other stuff I did. But this one, the pattern is by Bright Corner.
yeah, I think that's right.
And it's called Lofty.
Okay, here, Shelly, you and I can hold it up a little bit while Anna discusses.
So, and the fabric is by Annalie Hoy, I think that's what it is. Hui.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we did this, which I don't know, I end up loving it. It turned out very cute, and
I love the orange. It's so happy.
I know it's very easy to make, very quick. So it took me.
Is it template?
No, it's not a template. You cut rectangles, and then she shows you how to cut them.
Awesome.
And no templates needed, no rulers. Well, the basic ruler.
This would be a fun lap quilt for while you're doing your stitching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got the little pins and scissors. And
Yep, you just don't want to lose your pin in the pin.
No, that's true. Love it.
But yeah, that was the one. The other one, I was looking through my pictures, and I've had the fabric in my house since November. So I'm like, oh, I didn't think I had it that long, but I guess I did.
Let you show us which way is up, and then.
Yep, it is. The fabric is directional.
It's a bigger.
Yeah, the fabric is directional, but the way you cut the triangles, you alternate it.
Oh.
And it's made out with triangles, and it makes
triangles. Wow. This looks really cool.
So, and I love it because I like putting puzzles together, and this one really
is a puzzle.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. So at the retreat, we love to use our beds as the design board. This one was like one of those that I had to sew it to be able to go to bed.
Yes. Well, that's good motivation, right? Yeah. Get it done. So you can sleep.
And the pattern is called Kwik Tangled Triangles, and it is by 2 Kwik quilters. So,
And the collection is Timberland?
Yeah, Timberland by Sweetwater.
For Moda.
Yep. So, yep. And
That's a fun
those
one.
kits, the quilts are not quilted, but the kits should be done today.
Yeah.
So, they'll be done by the time this aired, for sure.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Love it.
yep, that's the 2 projects.
That
I did. So,
Good job, Anna.
Mom.
Love it. Okay. Shelly.
All right,
You got some
so
fun.
I did. So this one I showed. Oh, this has probably been a long time ago. I thought I showed this one.
I love it so
that you guys saw
much.
in progress.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
So this is the one they were teasing me about my curves. But
He's got curves.
there's that one.
They're pretty, and I love the stars, the little.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Stars.
It just kind of gives it that pop, huh?
On
Yeah.
that black. Oh, I love it.
This is
So-
one of those where in person it's much better than in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the quilting, this little moon.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. I was excited when I got
Fun
that.
back. And that moon
Oh yeah.
shape here. Love it.
Do you feel like this one take more time than all the other quilts, like similar size quilts you made?
No, not necessarily.
Not really.
About the same.
That's
love it.
nice.
Yeah.
It's really striking.
And then I showed this one
The blocks.
a while back too, and I have this one all sewn together. It still needs
job,
borders,
Shelley.
but I still thought I would show it.
And you didn't go on a retreat.
I did not go on a retreat. But this one was called the Pixie Sticks. That's in that book, Fast and Easy Quilts for Kids.
Yeah, I love it. Fun.
Oh, this is such a big size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
not just
it
for
worked up
kids.
really, really fast. Yeah.
Really cute.
It's just, finding the time to do it. I had to make myself, just like, my son's getting married, so I've been making a wedding quilt. So in between all of these, I've been doing the wedding quilt. And now it's getting down to the time where it's like, okay, it's got to go to the quilters or it's not going to get done. So I'm like, okay.
Awesome.
So, and then I did this one. This is for myself. This one is not for the store. This is called Sparrows.
Do we still have the patterns though?
We do.
And this fabric was beneath the
Western Sky.
Western Sky. Yeah.
That turned out very cute birdies.
It is cute, yeah.
And so that was kind of my own personal quilt that I've gotten through. So there's that one.
Cute, cute.
Anyway.
I like that navy
Little
with it.
chubby birds.
Okay.
Yeah, chubby birds.
Yeah.
Chubby birds are happy birds.
And you've got the big blocks again.
Yep.
So it worked
Yeah.
out pretty
Oh, it's cute.
fast on that one.
Fun, fun, fun.
Okay, so that's kind of what I have been working and finishing up. So that's mine.
Cool.
There.
And I have been working, but I got nothing to show.
Wow, you have so much going on. It's
I have
like-
nothing to show for it. But
There's so much behind the scenes. So
yeah. But so I am going to show. We had a question about how you do the bowls, the bowl fillers. How do you fill one of the little wooden bowls?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I would take a second and show some of the ways, and I'll show some of the bowls.
Sometimes you make some little projects,
Yeah.
and then we just have a lady
What do you
approaching
do with
us.
them? So
Yeah.
this one obviously isn't styled here, but so these are some of the bowls we have. We have the larger size in the white and the brown, and then the smaller size, as well as we have the new heart shape. So cute.
So cute.
I have ordered larger hearts too.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
but that's what we have. So, if I were to style it for Easter, I just look for little things that are different that I could put in it. So, let me show you something here. So, these are from when we cut our fat quarters. They're kind of like fabric Easter grass, you know.
Oh yeah.
So,
it feels better than the
it
Easter
feels
grass.
better than the Easter grass.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
So-
and more controllable too.
So I could just put that in, add a little, because it's the dark wood and we're spring, I could even put a little doily hanging off. I could put a frame. Now if I want something to stand up, I can even use a little easel. You could put a plant in it, or I like to just hide, hide behind so a little bit of green comes out. I can cover that up. I've got some little quilt shaped bunnies. And then I love to throw in
The wool
a
balls.
few little wool balls to give some color. Oh, I've got yellow. So you just kind of add and take away till you see something that you like. And I can't see it from this direction.
I was like,
So I have no
pretty
idea
good.
how it looks. I'm going to turn
Turn
around.
around.
So,
That's not
yeah,
bad.
so not bad from this point of view, but maybe I don't like the blue egg with the blue frame. So I could put either both eggs in, so that blue's not right next to
Yeah.
the frame, or add the pink egg. You could put any kind of little eggs in, but just, and these little bunnies are just, I have an old quilt that I made. This is from the first quilt I made. And I just die cut
The bunnies.
the bunnies. It was just made out of cheap fabric with muslin squares, and not something I'd ever display again. And so I've cut it up and used it for many different things.
Yeah, cute. That's a good idea.
So lots of things you can put in your bowls. Just really any
There's the
small.
little cross stitch people people
oh,
make
those,
lately.
Can you grab one of the like llama lump, or
need to track him down.
because those we do in the bowls and they look so cute. So Anna will get that, but cross stitch, a little quilt block would be cute sitting in, if you have a quilt block that you haven't used, one of the extras that sometimes we have, you know, I've got a drawer that's just got random quilt blocks in the coloring, you could just tuck that in.
over there.
Yeah.
That would
Instead of a
be
doily,
really
you
nice.
could tuck that in. So they just have a different look. I think for Easter, I think the white bowl would be really pretty. Yeah.
Saw one of them.
So we have these.
We have customers that come up with these bowls,
Uh-huh.
but they're not necessarily buying the bowls, but they have, like this one customer
Yeah.
one time, she had 100 of these wool balls in here. And I said,
Yeah.
oh, that is so pretty. She
it
goes,
looks so pretty.
Well, I don't want the bowl. I'm like, well, buy the bowl. That would be so pretty.
And like even just the little It just
colors
looks like,
in there.
it's like wool
It makes
candy.
it look so fun.
Yeah. And you will notice that behind us are not the wool balls.
Anymore.
This time we've got some of our pre-cuts. We've changed that back there. But do not dismay, we have not got rid of our wool balls. We still have them, just in a different
somewhere
location. So this is a little cross stitch from the Plum Street sampler. This one is called Snort Stack.
Okay.
It's got the pigs, and we love these little series. And we've had them in, like, it's just really sweet by
Oh,
itself.
even if you just leave it like,
Like
that,
that,
it's
you
still
know,
cute.
it just is such a nice display for a little
Yeah.
little project. Or
Those are fun.
if you do the series, to just fill your bowl with
Yeah.
these cute little things. So that's my share for the day.
Yeah, we have so many small pieces. I think a lot of people don't think that. They think I need to make it for a purpose, so they don't
Right.
keep these
I
little
just
pieces.
love these little, like, this was the first time I'd done one where I'd taken something and just done it so small, like this, you know.
Right.
And now we've done a few of them like
Oh,
this.
they're-
And I
they're
have
so
some more to do.
cute.
Like I've got the hedgerow waiting for me
Oh,
to do.
hedgehog.
It's also,
Which is
I
the
saw him yesterday.
hedgehog.
They're
So
so
cute.
cute.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
goats, there's llamas.
Goat load, llama lump.
Llama
It's the
lump, I
three
think that's
llamas.
hilarious.
The
Llama
slut,
lump.
it's pretty cute.
Yeah. Oh, I love the sloth. What is it's called? Sleepy Tired Trio.
Oh, try.
Isn't that what it is? I think
I
it
don't
has
know,
the
it's-
three sloths.
Three sloths.
So Plum Street Sampler, if you get a chance to go on our website and just under cross stitch, look for them. They are just the cutest
They are.
series of patterns.
I'm
So,
tempted by
yeah,
them.
they're really fun.
So you're talking about the sloths.
Uh-huh.
I was doing an activity with a youth group last night,
Uh-huh.
and one of the things is what is your favorite animal and why? One of the questions, and I was thinking the sloth, and I thought, but he moves so slow, and I'm not a slow person, and maybe I need to be a sloth. So I could just slow down
Maybe that's
and
yeah.
enjoy, because
that's-
I'm not that kind of person. I can't go slow.
I
But
know
it's your inspiration animal.
some
Maybe that's
coworkers
it.
will appreciate that.
Yes, they would.
Would, wouldn't
Yes,
they?
they would.
So would like Shelley. And I'm like you.
Yeah. Let's just come on, get to it, get things done. Let's go.
Things going, girls. Let's get it done. So anyway, so that was all I had to share. Just some on styling a little bowl.
And then because we have two people who are really great at making bags.
And I will step back and not say anything.
I'm sorry, Sandy.
It is
I
not
feel
my
like
talent.
Excluding you today.
No, I'm good.
I think
feel like
I will
we can
start
all
because
learn.
I think Shelly's done a lot more than I have. But
Oh, I was gonna get your backpack out of the
yeah.
closet. Okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay.
so recently, what I finished, it's the. And I think, did we just show the pattern?
I think we
last
just showed the
time,
pattern.
or-
Yeah.
For
Yeah, because I was cutting the stuff. So it's done now.
and it's, let's just say, it's not small.
No, it's not small.
It's ginormous.
It
So
is cute.
there is like,
But there's a reason.
yes, there is a reason. And if you like, there is a bit of slack. So there are a couple of inches. So if you want to do it a tad smaller, you can take an inch or, I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to measure to see depending on your mat. So you can make it a tad smaller, but not by much. And one other thing, I know Hemerot and I, we did a video talking about it, but I'll mention again. The only one thing I really wish I did, it's quilt the outside piece.
Oh,
You do
yeah.
stitch the handles and that kind of gives it the quilt, you know, but that's the only thing. So if you quilt it, I think it will give it a little bit more texture and stability, I think.
Yeah.
But so that's really my only.
And this uses
Takeaway.
fusible fleece, huh?
Right. No, it was just batting. But
Batting?
you probably
Because you
can do
could
it.
use Bianni's.
Yeah, you can use
shape
any
flex.
shape flex, any you know, any
Yeah.
batting type of thing you
Right.
can do. But it has lots of pockets. You
It could
can
hold
have two
your design boards, those big design boards with
Yes,
glory
you can
holes.
have your design
Yeah.
boards. I
Rulers.
put my wall mat in here too, rulers.
Rulers.
Yes, so anything that I don't want to bend it
Right,
goes
yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I-
even your big.
Yep,
Right.
that's, I took that to
Go to
my
that end.
retreat, and it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah, so that it's a good thing especially if you go to places to sew and stuff.
You do
And it looks
really
like you have
quite
enough
a-
room. If you really
idea.
wanted to, you could put one of those magnetic.
Yeah,
Clasps
she
on
actually has a couple of options. She gives you to how to do closures. I
Oh,
opted out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I wanted it done. So
So could you? So if your stuff wasn't in it, I guess, and could you press them? Maybe not.
press them like
Could you use it as your?
A press
A
and
mat
mat
for
Oh,
like
if
an
you
ironing
take,
board?
yeah, because it's
If you
two
have your
layers
mat-
of batting.
You've got your mat out and your rulers out.
The only thing it's
But
with
it's not-
iron probably can stain it.
Yeah, it can
but
stain
it.
you can.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
actually.
put this.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
bring that.
Oh, that would fit into your
Yeah,
mat.
that's what
So
I
there's
do,
lots of stuff that would
but-
fit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job,
So,
Anna.
and we're gonna. I think one of the things was like how to start making bags, and it's like. And zippers carry everyone, and I really like. Shannon's probably gonna give me a hard time again. I really don't think this zipper putting it's hard.
It's not.
See, and I don't
And
think they are
I-
hard either.
yeah,
I
and
whined a little bit. It's
Yeah.
not hard.
And I think zippers and bags are definitely easier than putting them in clothing.
Oh yes.
It's
for
like
sure.
so. I really don't think you should be afraid of it. And you should just try.
Yeah.
It's
And these
like,
project bags, you have a tutorial.
yes,
that shows
we did
them
it's
step
on
by
our,
step.
It's on our.
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it on YouTube? And I think it's also on the
Yeah,
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
was looking
so-
for.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you can sew it with Anna.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yep, so they're very easy, quick, and if you have cross-stitch projects or even like quilting projects, and you can change the size. They're very easy to change the size, so pretty simple. So if you're like afraid of doing bags, something like that will be easy. This one, it's pretty simple too, and the pattern, which that's the kit, but you can see the pattern. The pattern, well, it doesn't, but it comes with different options for your piecing. So if you don't feel confident to piece those X's, there was some strip version, there were a couple others, or you can just, instead of like piecing it, you can just do the mat and just do
A solid.
Just
solid
blocks.
fabrics.
Yeah.
You can even forgo and just do a whole strip. So it's, you can
Yeah.
do whatever you please. Like I did a bag, before I did this one, I did one for a friend of mine. And I was using leftover scraps from the quilt I made for her. And I didn't have big enough piece for the bag. So I did the back like the front.
Mhm.
And that I had small pieces enough to piece it, but so
Yeah.
that's an option too. You can do it two-sided. But this one again, the zipper's pretty easy, and it looks like a lot, but it's a pretty
Yeah.
simple and easy to follow directions.
And you could put a quilt block here. You don't have
Yeah.
to have a pieced project. I mean, a
yeah,
cross-stitch
and
project.
the one I did for my friend, I will probably give pictures to Emerald to put them. I used the line, the one that came, the song.
yeah,
the
songbook, which
songbird,
is that.
yeah.
Or
So I used one of those sung blocks, and I put that in the center instead of cross stitching.
yeah.
So you can really either piece a block you like, or you can just put a fabric you like, or anything. So yep,
Cute.
that's kind of the bags I brought to show.
And now we have the kit that has all the fabrics and the zipper and
Yep.
everything.
Yep. The only thing it's missing is the cross stitch fabric,
Right.
but we have the cross stitch pattern.
The
in
cross
them.
stitch patterns in here
Yeah.
as well in our
Yeah.
kit.
So yep,
Awesome.
that's for me.
Good job.
So before Shelly starts, should I go to like all the questions and then Shelly can just bring on your bag
Sure.
when you're explaining?
Sure.
Okay. Because you
Then
have
the
so
bag
many
lady
examples.
can take
Bag lady.
Well, Shelly was
I'm a
talking
curvy bag
about.
lady, man.
So because there are people starting to just sew bags and then they ask for gift ideas. I think bags are great gift
Very
ideas.
great gift idea.
Except that when you have to sew zippers, you probably hate yourself or something.
They're not hard.
I think when you're making smaller bags with zippers, that's harder than bigger.
Sometimes-
right?
Sometimes smaller it's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have so
you don't
only
have
so
enough
wide.
room.
Yeah.
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 So for anyone that just starting, what are your tips? Like, what's good to start?
My tips that and when people come in, I always tell them, usually when you make a quilt, it says read the pattern first. So you're going to read the whole pattern, get idea. But with bags, you can't read the whole pattern. You need to go, I mean, you can scan through it, kind of get an idea, but you need to go step by step by step by step. So
Because
read the
it
first
doesn't
one, make
make
sure you understand
sense
it.
while
Yeah.
you're reading it. Yep.
Yeah, so that's my first tip I always give everyone else. And
Yeah.
other than that, I don't.
Yeah, I
don't
like to
know.
read the pattern to have general idea. But yeah, if you don't do it step by step, you're just
Don't
like,
get
what?
overwhelmed. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you read it and you can't quite visualize it how it's gonna end up. But if you've done that step and you read the next one, it's like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do it step by step. Don't get overwhelmed while you're reading the pattern and just,
Yeah.
So that's.
And if there's always a step that's a little bit confusing, I'll just like, okay,
And know
breathe for a minute and then, get back to it and just carefully read word by word. And then it's like,
Sometimes
then it usually,
even out loud, read it out loud.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
hearing it changes.
Yeah.
the
how
way
you-
it's, yeah.
And we know cutting out the bag sometimes is a lengthy process and
Yep.
can take as long as sewing the
Making the
bag.
bag.
Well, it does because you're cutting,
Yeah.
when you cut in a bag, you're cutting the lining, you're cutting the back, you're cutting the inside, you're cutting the outside, you're
Handles,
cutting
pockets.
and you're cutting the interfacing or
Yeah.
the foam, so sometimes it gets a little, I have to cut that piece again,
Yeah.
but no, it's really, it's nice, so yeah.
So what are some prep work you do for bags? Because I guess it needs that durability.
Yeah, so it's just
That's
your
the
fabric
fusible.
choice.
So
and
yeah,
your-
probably fabric choice and how stiff you want it, how floppy basically you
Yeah.
want it.
and how long are you expecting it to last? Like sometimes you're using some trendy fabrics and
Yeah.
it's not going to be a bag necessarily.
Yeah,
that
if you want it sturdy, you want to use canvas fabrics. That will last you longer than
Yeah.
the cotton fabrics. So,
And quilting them with the Bianni's stuff, soft and stable, that
Yeah,
helps them hold
that
up a lot
helps.
longer. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
then
Look, I
Yeah,
talk like
you
I
want
know
to
what I'm
show?
talking
You
about.
do know what you're talking about.
Sit back.
All right, I'll sit back and be quiet.
So I just showed some of the bags that I have made now. Not necessarily, we're not going to have these fabrics in the store, so you can't, say, I want that because
it's not very
I'm just showing some of the bags
so many.
that I have made over the years. Sorry.
Okay,
Kathy, we get
I got
my
a
backpack
question.
out of the bag.
so does the pattern always tell you what fusible to use?
Yes.
Usually it does.
They do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well.
don't really know fusibles at the top of my head, so I usually try to find what the pattern asks for.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I just got a mess down
Am I
here, so
taking this
even
home, Shelley, or are we just waiting more
No,
patterns to come
that's
back?
up to you.
Yeah, you're the
You're
girl.
the one. If you want your backpack,
But
you
I'm
can
like,
have
I don't know if I should. Anyway.
Anyway, so these are just some of the ones that I have made over the years that I've worked here. My favorite one is this one. It's called the Hazel Hipster. I have made this one probably 6 or 7 times, but it holds up so well. I had one of these, and I think I had the same bag for 2 years.
Yeah.
And you can
And you used it. Like you
I
were
did.
taking it with you. all
I
the time.
used it. Yep, I took it to Disneyland. We had treats in it all the time. We had, and so I use it all the
Yeah.
time. And think about some of these bags is that you can take all your items out of it if it gets dirty, and you can throw it in the
Throw it in the
washer.
wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially this one. I would throw that thing in the wash because it'd be so dirty all the time. So, but this is, I think just so simple, easy. You can do this or not do
not.
this.
Yeah.
You can do this is a smaller version. Just put
And more
one
simplified,
pocket.
you know?
Yeah, a little easy. There's no pockets on the inside, but you definitely can put pockets. They're just so versatile. You can just do whatever you want.
So does the pattern come with all these explaining
It does.
how you
Yep,
do the
it shows you.
pockets?
Yeah, it comes with a little pattern to explain how that's all made.
And this is one of the #1 selling patterns
Yes.
on our wholesaler's website all the time.
And if you wanna try a zipper, this is probably the easiest zipper you will ever attach.
Well, look, sorry, I didn't realize that this was in one of my bags, but here's one of those I
Well,
haven't
here,
made.
your sister didn't take the bag.
she took my big one. It's a good thing she doesn't watch this because she would be like calling me, I didn't take your bag. But with this bag, you have your long pieces like this.
Yes.
And then you're sewing the zipper on the top, or you're sewing, basically you're binding these pieces. So you're binding this piece, and then you're sewing the zipper on top of that, and then you just top stitch it. So your zipper would be sewn on. Well, I think you bind it first. So anyway, so you're binding it with that fabric, you're putting the zipper on. So it's just a straight stitch. And then when you put the bag together, you're just sewing.
When are you going to have that one done
seam.
for me?
I don't know.
Because you know how
Like
I feel
I
about
said,
this
I
fabric.
forgot that was in there. So, and that's probably the reason why my sister stole my big one, is because it was that fabric.
And that is Hello Pouches. We've sewn the Hello Pouches before, but
Yeah.
just a really popular pattern.
It is.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't
fun.
made this one, but I don't understand the zipper. I'll have to,
It's really
because there's like,
it's just a straight piece, and then you fold it and you sew it here.
and then
And there's zippers by Annie, so you have to put the
You're
pull
just
on,
using.
but
You're
it's
only
so
using
easy.
one side of the zipper. You don't use
Yeah.
both sides of the zipper.
She actually tells you
And
to
so-
rip the
Yeah,
zipper.
you pull your zipper apart.
and so you could, because we sell just the zipper pulls.
Right.
So could you use the other half of the zipper
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the
Oh yeah.
next bag?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but if you buy the one with the two pulls,
Yeah,
you
then
can-
you've got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And these
Yeah.
would be those handbag zippers that we carry, right?
Mhm.
Those
Yes.
double,
Yep.
Yep.
cute. Sorry.
Yep.
This
Yep.
will be.
They would be. So.
Can we look at those? Okay, because it's curves again.
Oh, okay. Just
Oh,
the
this-
circle in
Yeah,
there.
but
it's
it's-
the binding. You
Yeah.
just bind
Yeah,
it.
this is just, you cut your pattern because it'll have your shape and you just cut away. So you'd have to cut a bias. We talked about that. You just cut a bias binding, and so it goes around the curves that way.
How about the handle part? Like that circle right there.
Easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, I don't even
I think
remember.
you
It's
put
been
them
a
right
while.
sides together, you turn it through.
Yeah,
that,
you
right?
turn
Yeah.
it through the hole and then it's
That's one
yeah,
of
it's
those
a little-
steps that, like, if you just reading it, it kind of confusing.
Yeah, so if it
So-
says stitch around the circle, then you'll stitch it and then
It's like-
do the next step and do the next
Yep.
step. Yeah,
So you just have to go for it.
right.
Okay.
This was that kit we did, right?
That dumpling.
Dumpling bag that we,
Mhm.
because we have the die cuts.
You have the
for
die
that.
cut for that.
We
So
should
I
do
made
some more of
several of
these,
those
right?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We die
those
cut
are
the fabrics
very
and the
easy.
by Annie's and just
Yeah.
it was all cut and ready to sew.
That's
We'll
cool.
have to do some more.
And
of
then that backpack was a range backpack that I made. I made 3 of those.
those. Yes, one for me, one for Kathy, and one for herself. And I was like, no, you take yours home. I'll put mine out. And I'm like, I just keep. It's so cute.
I know.
So now we need to make one for the store.
Well, we have some new canvas, so maybe
Yeah,
we need
so
to,
we need to do a new one now that we
rethink
can.
some of those.
And this has that cork fabric
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Kind of like this one does too. I use
Yeah.
the cork.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm
And
not-
how do you do the prep work? You mentioned about because you put it in the washing machine.
Oh,
well, that's
You
just
can just
after
wash
I've
'em.
used them.
Yeah. That you don't have to prep it
And
specially
the,
for
the
that.
cork,
Cork, I don't-
I think it's washable.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it is. Yeah, I don't think.
I remember a while back I read, so do your research, but I'm pretty sure it was washable.
And look, when you're purchasing a bag pattern, you're going to need notions.
Yeah.
You're going to need to look for the interfacing that they're recommending,
Yeah,
for the whether it's fusible fleece.
D-rings.
The
Or,
D-rings or the sliders.
Uh-huh.
You know, this one has a slider on it.
some of them have
So
stuff that you need inside the handle, and some you don't. You're just creating, So look at those.
yeah,
measurements
so like
lists.
this one, we just use the cork fabric, and that's the handle. So you don't even have to really do anything with that. These ones I made the handles.
Yep.
And then some of the different things they use is like a fusible fleece. And that's what I used in these ones is just a fusible fleece. It just fuses on to one side. And it just kind of a little fuzzy type. Some of them ask for this. This is probably more if you make a bigger bag. It gives it a little bit of stiffness. They talked about soft and stable.
Of course, look
that
at
you can
where's
get-
the little clamshell thing.
This one, yeah,
Okay,
this one
That's
uses
the
it.
one that uses.
Has
Yeah.
that soft and stable,
Yeah.
and that's
So-
why. I mean, it just
Standing.
stands up.
I have all of my my binding clips are in one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
I
it
mean,
makes
it
it really
just-
nice. You can open it up and
It's got that
yep.
foamy. It just stands up.
Yeah. And then usually, sometimes it calls for two types of interfacing. So maybe a shape flex, which is just a really thin, fusible, and then they'll fuse the fusible fleece on top of that just to give it a little bit more thickness and a little bit more durability.
Yeah, there's
I have a
lots
bag
of
that I'm
different-
using right now. I think it just had shape flex in it, so it's just really floppy, but it's so fun. I can just shove all
Yeah.
kinds of things in that. And so,
I love
but
a bag
yeah.
like this for like going to Disneyland
oh yeah,
Yeah, little purse.
because it's
yeah,
small, but
small
it's
crossover.
yeah.
You can
Lot,
carry
yeah.
it everywhere. That's why I like this one
uh-huh.
because last time I went to Disneyland, my kids were a little bit smaller, but we've put like licorice and M&Ms and then all they could just eat on it
Some
throughout the
magic
day, you know.
goldfish.
But yeah, I hated being the one that had to carry it because it was so heavy.
Once
Usually my husband and then my son, when he got older, they will actually argue who to carry the bag.
Oh, that's good. I said next time we go, we're taking backpacks, and I am not carrying one of them.
what you have to have with you is a child that needs a stroller.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that was
Or
the best.
someone that rides in a handicap wheelchair.
Oh my word! The last time we went to Disneyland, my mom, we had a wheelchair for her because it's a lot of walking at Disneyland.
Uh-huh.
We
You
had
start
bags
that.
on the
yes.
handle of that
Uh-huh.
thing. We're just like, we're lucky it didn't tip over with her in it. There was so much stuff hanging off those handles of that wheelchair.
Yeah.
Next time, I think I'd make something that was specifically designed to go on, you know,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a saddle or something.
something that would like,
Or get her a wagon that hooks to the back end.
you know, something, yeah.
Now we need special design stuff. We're going to Disneyland.
Tips
Oh my
for
gosh.
Disneyland.
Yeah, I think polka dot chair she has.
She's a
bunch.
Disneyland fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I still go back to a little bit when we were talking about the fusible? Because
Uh-huh.
there are some fusible. It's very hard to iron on, right? How do you?
It depends. Some of them take a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Some of them will read
Read
the paper that's
directions.
on the fusible.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
them you don't want to have it on for too long, but some of them it can take.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's
not
back to
really ironing.
It's-
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
pressing, and on the directions
leave
will
it-
tell you how long you
Hold
need
it in
to-
that one spot, and yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Do you
so-
spray some water a little bit?
No,
No.
I usually don't.
And I know some fusible say steam's okay, some say no steam. So
Really
again,
read
read
your
the
instructions.
directions.
Yeah.
Because they're all different.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Okay.
Anything
Good?
else?
No.
All right. Well, we
Okay.
appreciate you joining us for Table Talk, and we'll see you next week.